What's up, guys and gals, and welcome back to our spider squishing mission here in Child of Light by Ubisoft Montreal. In the previous episode, we had fought a tough battle. I haven't stepped back the difficulty yet because I feel like a punk doing that. Like, I really am of two minds about the whole situation. I agree with some of the comments that I've gotten that the fights are taking way too long on this difficulty, but at the same time, the game is really, really easy on normal, and so I really am just kind of conflicted with myself at the moment. I don't know what to do. I'm gonna open that one remotely. I will fight the spider, sure. Why not? We will fight the spider because he's only got two friends, or he's only got one friend. Oh, well, maybe it's a really, really good friend. I would take one really, really good friend over 50 kind of, 2 out of 10 friends. You know, you take the good ones. You take the good ones when you can. I'm going to swap in somebody. I really like Nora. Nora remains one of my favorite characters. I'm actually really enjoying Robert as well. So this may be my chosen configuration here for the long haul. Let's go ahead and throw out some damage. Just a preliminary possibility of petrifying. He would actually be a really good character to put petrify on as well because his attacks are kind of duplicitous in nature. He fires all over the place. So it would be a good call for him, I think. So I may put paralyze on him as well. Let's continue our little plan here. This spider is just not going to get an attack off if I can help it. And so there goes gathering strength. I kind of figured that our Hank Schrader headed individual over here would kind of leave us alone. I'm gonna rain arrows. I think even rain arrows is gonna get off if I slow him, so there we go. So we'll get a double attack right there. Petrify is off, and then we're also going to have him use his multi-shot. Bit more damage, 50 off. I like it. I like it a lot. I think I am gonna put a tourmaline on him in between the next fight and this one. I'm gonna sit in between the next episode and this one. Like, no, we're not gonna take that long of a punctuation. This seems to be way too useful for me to step away from it right now. I don't know if she can get that attack off. Every time I say that, I don't get the attack off, so I think I'm just going to defend. So there it is. Fire resistant, still took the critical hit, but it's a lot of damage. So I think what I'm going to do right here is we will gather up these wishes. And let me see if I can top these guys off just with this bar right here, because I actually don't think we're going to need the remainder of the wishes for anything other than slows. We should be able to finish this battle off without any real problem. There we go. And so let's just multi-shot it out, whatever. And so his rain of arrows has fallen hard upon the enemy, and I've attacked the wrong individual because I'm a dunce like that, and so I could have had a kill, and instead I got nothing except for damage and a burned torso from an enormous spider with two-dimensional eyes, from what I could tell. I can't tell, well, obviously everything in this game is 2D, but it looks like they pasted the eyes on the front right there. I don't know. That's just the way it appears to me from the angle that they've given me. Kind of funny. I mean, not really, but kind of. I don't know. Robert's going to be using his rain of arrows. Not really that useful of a character once you get to the point where I should probably give him gems too, huh? That's one of those things that I completely forgotten over the course of the last 2 episodes. Well, don't I feel like the village fool? It's okay. It's a role I play well. I accept it. Don't struggle with it. I mean, it only makes it worse. When you struggle, it just makes it so much worse. So I just accept it. I bask in the idiocy. We just kind of float in it like a big, lovely lake of stupid. And I'm like, whee! I have an inner tube and everything. I'm going to put in Aurora because she's got water elemental on her slashimication. Not enough to really finish the job here, but it'll get us close. And while we wait it out, I'll use the remainder of our wishes to get a little bit of health back. Robert has gotten himself a level up, which is good because he's a little bit on the low side. His HP continues to worry me. Love the bow and arrows get up. Excited to fight by your side. Likewise, you with the circus that just passed through? Oh look, foes to battle. The circus can wait. Outdoors. You mean outside. The thing about their rhymes is that typically they abandon rhythm, is what I've noticed. And maybe it's just me reading them improperly, but definitely the syllables don't seem to be on. Maybe I'm being overly picky, but... And another thing is, did they have to make this rhyme in every single language? Well, I didn't know there was one in the middle right there. That's no funsies. Did they have to make this rhyme in like French and make it rhyme in Spanish and make it rhyme in like 10 different languages when they translated it? That would have taken forever because some languages are just like not naturally conducive to the rhyme scheme. Like one of those really, really difficult things that I could see some poor editor sitting there the entire time just being like, oh my god, what rhymes with this word in French? Or like, what rhymes with this word in German? Seems like it would be a giant pain. Especially given the fact that, for example, if it rhymes in English, I'm assuming they started with French since it's from Montreal, or Maybe they started, I don't know what they started with. I couldn't actually speak to it. That's kind of an ignorant thing to say. They may have started with any language. But anyways, given whatever language they started with, saying the same thing in an opposite language, it may not be possible given the vocabulary that you have in order to make it rhyme. So it kind of makes me wonder how that would have worked out. Let's go ahead and attack him from behind. Getting the surprise strike off. It appears as though we've got a fiery guy and a piggy guy. We're going to start with a... Sure, let's Starlight a fool. Whatever. And we'll start with a Petrify with her. So 57 damage away. Didn't appear to get the job done very well. 45 right there with no Petrify. That's okay. I don't expect the Petrify to happen. The chances are low enough. I think you get a 20% roll, and my guess is that you get a secondary 35% roll or whatever it is from the gem afterwards. If it does them, I mean, one could be overriding the other. I have no idea how the whole thing works right now. Let's just continue wailing away on this guy. And so there it is. The first kill is down. Now we just have to worry about our block-headed friend over here, our round-headed friend, I guess. He should polish himself. If I was a stone, I would polish myself every now and again. Pretty good at Never, I'm not going to make that joke. You guys know where that was going. But anyways, I would want to be polished if I was a stone. Make me look purtier. Like, yeah, but I'm shiny compared to you, raw mineral. And we'll start with a Petrify right there. We'll go for a basic slash. If we get really lucky. Oh, we did. I like it when things go according to a plan. If you can even call it that. It's more or less just me spamming auto attacks, but we can call it a plan, can't we? Oh, we got a second one off too. Getting lucky with the dice rolls. Sometimes the bones favor you. It's always good to be favored by the bones. I guess depending on who you are. I don't know. And then we'll strike this thing down with a bit of finality. I think that should be it right there. Indeed. Chopped him in half. And I don't think anybody's going to level up from that one. People should be close, though. I don't think our HP situation is bad right now. Let's see if we can avoid the flames for a moment. I do feel as though I'm going backwards a lot of the time. So what happened over here? Did this just circle around and... Sorry, guys. I'm getting all mixed up, which is really embarrassing for a geologist because we work with maps all the time, but... Hey, obviously I missed something because there's damage elixirs hanging out right there. Ah, there's another spider. So let's go ahead and get this thing going. And I think what I am going to do, I don't know, guys. Let me know what you think about the difficulty right now. I'm going to leave it on hard for the moment. But I'm not completely sold on the prospects. Like, just so you guys know, it makes the in-between fights way easier. Or, I'm sorry, way harder. But it makes the boss fights just take too long. It feels like you're just grinding gears. So I don't know. Let's start here. As I said I was going to do previously with Rubella. And we're just going to start with a ailment protection all. And then on this side, we're going to start with a quicken. Just to make sure that we're accounting for anything that might go wrong here. Oh yes, that was an accounting pun. Because Quicken is a software. Oh yes, I think I've made the joke before, but we're going to make it again because we can get away with it. And why the hell not? Alright, so on this side, there's no guarantee we're going to get that ability off. I mean, we're moving pretty quickly. Let's try for it. I hate myself enough right now to go. Yeah, there it is. So I guess we're going to be focusing on this guy on the bottom. He is the guy. So there's 63 damage off. Ooh, this battle's going a lot better than the other one. It's always, I think ailment protection is probably the thing that I was messing up here, and so there it is, no effect. It's that slow in combination with the fact that they outnumber you. I'm just being a bad strategist like always. Don't mind me and my grumbling. I'm gonna throw a heal out right there. Oh, ailment protection fell off. No! I don't like this. This is another one of those attacks that I'm not sure is gonna get off. Yeah. And so we managed to get an interrupt off. He's still paralyzed. Over here, I think I'm going to focus on killing this spider first, and then we'll worry about ailment protection after. Although that could be a tremendously terrible choice on my part. I don't know. Why did her ailment protection last longer? Or does it block like a certain amount? I'm going to try for a quicken right here to cancel that out so that I don't have to do it later. There we go. So her speed is back up. Is that the kill? That's the kill. And so now the fight is no longer quite so terrifying as before. I'm going to start throwing around some heals on people. And we'll use this full bar. And we'll probably use the next full bar too. And then we'll save the other bush for slows. And then that'll work out in our favor. I'm still impressed. They're walking around barefoot in a magma-laden place. It seems like a terrible idea. A, lava is hot. Little known fact about lava. Probably don't want to walk on it barefoot. Second fact, Pahoihoi still hurts the feet even compared to Aa, which are the two types of lava. Aa, super pointy, sucks to walk on. Pahoihoi, still not too pleasant to walk on with bare feet, but you can get away with it. Either way, there are a number of reasons why I feel like this has just been a markedly bad decision on the part of everybody involved. Or at least everybody who's walking around in bare feet. Let's start pinning the tail on some of these guys. I don't know who I want to focus on next, actually. We have about equal damage on everybody. Let's go with him, just to make sure that we get the interrupt off, and then we'll focus on the guy in the back. And this would be the point at which I actually wouldn't feel too guilty about putting in Robert. Especially since Rubella's looking a little bit harmed and maimed at the moment anyways. Let's go ahead and swap out for Robert. Well, we got lucky with the first Petrify, but you can't win them all, I guess. Start with Rain of Arrows right here, just to make sure the damage is being spread around. 78 to both combatants, with a final Petrify being thrown out for 134 on a critical hit. Wow. Happy for that. Definitely happy that that went down. Over here, we're going to be stuck for a turn defending. Although she lucked out. And what we're going to do with her is we are going to put Quicken on him so that he can spam out those multi-shots a little bit quicker. He's still going to have to defend for another turn because even so, I don't think he's going to outrun anybody else here. Ah, so close. One more down. Hope for no crit on Robert right now. I'm not going to use a heal to get him back up. I'm sorry, I'm not going to use a restorative potion to get him back up. I apologize. Let's try a fire spell on him. I mean, that's the only thing we haven't tried. Who knows? Maybe it'll work. Nope, they just appear to be really, really resistant to all forms of magic. So we'll try and stick with melee for now. Which means the better choice is probably actually Aurora. Let's put in Aurora. There we go. We should be able to kill him before he comes out of the stun. I'd be willing to bet that he's going to die long before he comes out of this stun. There we go. And so there's the second group of spiders down. The quest does say that there are 4 spiders, and I will point out that we have killed 6 spiders now. But anyways, I'm not going to be pedantic right now. I could be a pedant at the moment, but you know, I'm going to let it go. Bunch of level ups right here. If anything, it's good for catching up Robert. A rough citrine has been dropped by the critters. And then the spider webs have been destroyed that were trapping us into the fight. I think we've hit just about everything on this lair so far. I don't see anybody else, or I haven't seen any other avenues which would lead me to believe that there's any more spiders right here. That makes 2. These webs stick to me like glue. Got another tumbled ruby right there. I'm gonna do my best to get heals and MP back. And then we'll avoid this dancing lava. It's good for the lava that it gets to dance every now and again. Everybody needs a good dance every now and again. And if you don't dance, all you need to know is the 2-step. Seriously. Just learn a 2-step and learn a V-step, and you'll be like 98% of the way in front of everybody else. And they're really, really easy to learn too. I used to be super terrified of like dancing at clubs or dancing at weddings and parties. And then, you know, friend taught me how to dance, and there you go. Once you got to practice in the mirror for a little while so you don't end up looking like a goober. Just make sure that you got the steps right, because obviously a 2-step is open to like personal interpretation. Like a 2-step is a very simple dance step. It's all about what you do with the upper body. You got to bring it on in. You got to let everybody know a little bit about your personality through your dance. And so from there, once you got that locked in, I mean, that's all you need to know. What is this? The vault. Here we go. Aurora, no! Please, help me break the vault's enchantment. Oh, for your own career advancement? No, well, yes, my future depends on it. You lie. The truth you want, I do it all for Margaret. Her portrait is beyond compare, with checkered locks of dusky hair, with velvet skin and eyes that reflect my stare. I don't want to burst your bubble here, man, but if your mouse girlfriend has patches of skin sticking out, she's not very healthy, and she's probably not going to make it very long. As someone who has had pet rats and pet mice, tends to mean they have kidney failure. From smoky head to dainty paw you will not get a bulmus as fair as Margaret. If we the vault reclaim, I surely will receive fame, alongside a promotion, and Margaret will seek me with devotion. He's trying to get his mouse game on. It's okay, I respect the game, we'll help him out. For me and Margaret's sake, the vault's combination break. It'd be kind of funny if he's some evil mouse sorcerer who just like sacrifices his entire society on an altar to gain godlike powers. He left the party. Well, I'm glad I didn't give him any of my gems then. The mechanism appears ancient. It is, since Lemuria's founding, Rambert's ancient store. It seems tightly sealed. Give me a minute. Thank Rambert, the lost combination restore. I don't know what we're going for right here. I'm assuming it's going to be like any other... Oh, okay. Gotcha. And each of these is going to rotate. I wasn't paying attention very well. So that restores the two on the left. Or, I'm sorry, rotates the two on the left. And that's the two on the right. So if we've got that locked in, we've probably already solved it, I think. Yeah, I was going to say, I could see that if this controls the two on the left and they move sequentially, if slashed out comes after circle, then I figured we already had it down. We did it! The door is open! How about that? Not bad for a pin. Well done, as a matter of fact. But quickly, let's go in. The popularized capital has been regained. Now Margaret's heart will be reclaimed. Help yourself to a couple of chests old. Oh, look at all this gold. Igniculus, desist at once. It's not ours to hold. Like hell it isn't. Although I would be kind of worried that they have like a Cave of Wonders type thing going on where the second you touch anything, it's going to turn into a giant tiger head that's going to taunt you and then like eat you and be like, oh, no, 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 no. And then you're stuck with Robin Williams for a few hours, which is funny for about the first 35 minutes. But then after all, you kind of run into the Splattercat problem where you're just like, oh my god, do you ever shut up? It'd be funny if one of these was booby-trapped. Fairy nectars and everything else. Citrines. Wow, that is a lot of treasure. That is an insane amount of treasure. Enough to make Scrooge McDuck pucker. I mean, damn. Either way, we did the side quest, we got Robert back, so let's get back to our initial quest of trying to cure the mountain so that we ourselves can head back to wherever it is we came from. Swing down through here. I do see spider webs, which is always a good sign. Aurora, look, the spider wraps its web. Then we will have to slay it dead. Is there anything else in here? Another treasure chest? Let me take a look at the time and figure out if we have time for another one of these fights. We do. No, we do actually. Never mind. Okay, so let's jump on in. Let's finish off this spider. As we did previously, whoever is up first, we're going to swap them out for Rubella. And it's ailment protection time, just like we did before. And then with her, we're going to do the exact same thing as previously, and we're going to go for Quicken. Does she have Quicken All? Oh, she does. Well, let's go for Quicken All then. I don't know if it's going to... Nope, that was a bad mistake. I should have gone for Singular Quicken. Oh, we're actually going to get it off. Hell yeah. That does kind of stick us with Rubella for a while, but I'll take it. Sting is out and is blocked by the shield. She's dodged that one as well, so hopefully if the shield has charges, she hasn't used them all up already. We're going to focus on the top left. So a tumble is gone. And a petrify is out. Tumble, I'm going to put her on defend for now. We'll interrupt that one. And so with the little bit of remaining damage that they're going to be able to spit, we're doing pretty well with our dodges lately too. I don't know if you guys have noticed that, but the last couple episodes I feel like we've been dodging more. I don't know if that's just a perceptional thing, but I have been feeling as though dodging has been... Oh no, I messed up. I made mistakies. Luckily RNG fixed it up for me. He should start limping fairly shortly. It's almost time for another protection spell, but we're going to defend on this one. Defense is done as well. It appears to have deflected a lot of the damage. I'm going to go for another... Well, let's go for just one ailment protection for now, because hers seems to last a lot longer than her own. I mean, I'm sorry, hers seems to last a lot longer than Nora's. God, I can speak today. I swear it. We'll go in for a slash right there to cancel that out. Very good. We got a petrify out of the deal as well. Ailment protection is back up on Nora. In the next turn, hopefully we'll be able to go for a heal all. We are taking a little bit of damage right now. They don't have any AoEs, so it's not anything to worry about too heavily, but still. Okay, and so a spider is now down. At this point, our typical MMO. Our typical MO at this point is to swap in Robert, and that seems to work pretty well, but I'd like to get some heals off first. She dodged the first pounce. Throw her on defense mode. And we'll try for a petrify on the bottom guy right there. No such luck. We'll swap in Robert. Who I don't think will get a rain of arrows. Oh, I did it. I did it. I'm so proud of myself. I wasn't actually sure that I could orchestrate that right there. You got a crit. That was probably one of the best attacks we've done the entire game. A double interrupt crit. Like, wow. What didn't that attack accomplish? That thing was multilateral. Thing was a general's worst nightmare. Here, we can just sort of hope that... Nah, I'm not going to risk it. Let's just defend. I need to get him out from behind both of their activities. There we go. You can get one off right there. Especially if I help out slightly. And on the next turn, what I'll go for is we're going to petrify in the back. Or at least interrupt in the back. And then we're going to go for his double hit. And if it works, there it is. We'll get a double shot off. I feel like it would be achievement worthy if you could get a double kill off that. And there it is. We're getting better at the fight. So all my complaints aside, I don't need to lower the difficulty. I'm just being a whiny bastard, and I just needed to adopt a different strategy that was a bit more proactive instead of reactive. I think I'm going to break the episode off right here. My name is Splattercat. Thank you so much for joining me in this playthrough of Child of Light. I think I'm going to allocate skill points, actually, then we'll break it off. Let's allocate skill points first. I don't like ending without skill points, because then I forget. And so 3 of the spiders are down. Now we got to track down the 4th. And my guess is that we're going to have to fight that giant crab spider fairly soon, which is going to suck. That thing looks mean. Let's drop... Oh, she's got 2 skill points? What? How did I not know about this? How did I not know about this? Let's move towards Slash All, because it does seem like it's going to be useful. And I've heard multiple people on the forums be like, yeah, the AoEs in this game are ridiculous. So we'll continue moving towards our AoEs of choice. She got Lull All, which actually would be an amazing spell for the next battle. We'll try that one out the next time we run around. And we've got HP upgrade here, where we can go for... Oh yeah, let's finish off his tree. Why not? And then along the other side, we'll go for Shoot Arrow, I guess, because he needs a basic attack that can just hit one enemy. He can use it every now and again without a long cast time attached. Rubella's also got a cast. She's got Tumble, we'll give her defense, and then she's only a couple levels away from making it to Tumble All. My name is Splattercat. Thank you for joining me here in the Nerd Castle for another Heart of the Mountain Beast loud and clear. But the last spider sits near. How do you know that? Are you on their side? Are you a rat? He's a rat. I can smell it. Nicholas is a rat. Anyways, my name is Splattercat. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Take care, guys.